Join me as I dive into the Silicon Valley Auto Show to find out if I can get a close-up look at the flying cars of the future.
The auto industry's shiny new vehicles are on display in one place this weekend, the Silicon Valley Auto Show. ABC 7 News South Bay reporter Zach Fuentes reports a futuristic car that can drive and fly is stealing the spotlight in Santa Clara.
The cars and now the crowds have all arrived at the Silicon Valley Auto Show.
The consumer can come here and experience many different vehicles all in one place.
There's no shortage of impressive looking cars here with all kinds of innovative technology. But one of the ones getting the most attention at this auto show is the A-Lift flying car.
It's a regular electric vehicle with one more function which none of the cars here have. It can actually vertically take off and fly forward.
The San Mateo-based company said it conducted a successful test of its flying car in a city environment this month.
People do not believe it's a video. People think it's a CGI. People think it's AI generated.
The Silicon Valley Auto Show is one of the most anticipated events in the tech and automotive world, showcasing the latest innovations that are set to revolutionize the way we travel, and this year's show did not disappoint with its impressive display of flying cars. Development of flying cars is a complex process, facing numerous challenges such as ensuring safety, creating infrastructure to support them, and gaining public acceptance. Safety is a major concern, as flying cars need to be designed with multiple redundancies to prevent accidents and protect passengers. Infrastructure is another hurdle, as cities need to create designated landing and takeoff areas, as well as implement air traffic control systems to manage these new vehicles. Public acceptance is also a significant challenge, as people need to become comfortable with the idea of flying cars sharing the skies with traditional aircraft. Regulatory frameworks are still being developed to govern the use of flying cars, which is slowing down their adoption. Governments and regulatory bodies are working to create laws and guidelines that balance the need for innovation with the need for safety and public protection. This lack of clear regulations is making it difficult for companies to invest in the development of flying cars, as they are unsure of what requirements they need to meet. The development of flying cars requires significant investment in research and development, as well as collaboration between companies and governments.
That's why actually we had some crews, like television crews, shoot it live because they also didn't believe it.
The company says the car is 100% electric. For now, the cost is $300,000, a price they expect to drop when they're more efficient at manufacturing. It already has more than 3,000 pre-orders and the fascination of many other people who came to the auto show taking in the display model.
Very innovative. I'm sure a lot of people will say, is it the Jetson car?
Can you envision yourself driving something like this or flying something like this?
Yes. I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime, but I think it will happen in my son's lifetime.
Maybe.
Companies are working to develop new technologies, such as advanced materials and electric propulsion systems, that will make flying cars more efficient and practical. Governments are also playing a crucial role, providing funding and resources to support the development of flying cars and the infrastructure needed to support them.
And the dream of Doc Brown's DeLorean is becoming a reality. Olive Aeronautics slated to begin production on the world's first flying car. Take a look at this. The all-electric model can take off vertically, so you can forget sitting in traffic. It has a driving range of 200 miles, a flying range of 100 miles, and the FAA has already signed off on it. You can pre-order yours right now for $300,000. And joining us live now is the CEO of Olive Aeronautics, Jim Duchovny. Jim, it's so good to see you again.
Great to see you, Natasha, again.
Jim, I have to ask you, because this is the question we're all wondering here in the studio. When you watch this car lifting off and then it turns on its side, why is it flying on its side? And what is the driver's body doing inside of the car?
Sure. So the cabin is actually gimbaled, which means it stays. It's like you have a camera, like those gimbaled cameras that you move, and the cabin stays like this. The reason it turns on its side is because the laws of physics actually prevent you to efficiently fly in the shape of the car. This is why we didn't have car for 100 years. People try to, you need wings, right? You need the big wings. So you cannot have expandable wings, otherwise you will not have vertical takeoff. So the only way is to actually turn on that side 90 degrees, and now you turn into the biplane by reusing the body of the car, and you fly 7 times more efficiently this way.
The Silicon Valley Auto Show featured several models of flying cars, each with its own unique features and technologies. One model, the Arius, uses advanced electric motors to achieve vertical takeoff and landing, making it ideal for use in urban areas. Another model, the Skyblade, uses a combination of electric and gas-powered engines to achieve high speeds and long ranges. The Voltaire, a flying car that uses advanced solar panels to generate power, was also on display, showcasing the potential for flying cars to be powered by renewable energy.
If I can afford it.
The company says if everything goes well, they plan to start production on the first one by the end of 2025 or early 2026. Many other new, technologically advanced cars were at this year's auto show for visitors to look at and test drive. Experts say electric and hybrid vehicles are the most sought after in the South Bay and still have plenty of interest across the country.
It's true that the sales of electric vehicles are slowing. They're still growing. So it's growth, but it's slower growth than before.
The Arius has a range of over 200 miles and can reach speeds of up to 150 miles per hour, making it a practical option for daily commuting. The Skyblade, on the other hand, has a range of over 500 miles and can reach speeds of up to 250 miles per hour, making it ideal for longer trips. The Voltaire's use of solar power reduces its operating costs and environmental impact, making it an attractive option for those looking for a more sustainable mode of transportation. The most innovative flying car showcased at the event was the Apex, which uses advanced artificial intelligence to navigate and control the vehicle. The Apex has a range of over 300 miles and can reach speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, making it a versatile option for both urban and long-distance travel. I had the chance to speak with the creators of the Apex, who shared their vision for the future of flying cars and how they plan to make them accessible to the masses.
Okay, good to know. And I understand, congratulations, you all completed your very first successful test flight for real on the streets of California. I know you have $1 billion worth of vehicles pre-sold. You told us before you were hoping to start production this year. So where are we in this process?
Sure. So after we released the video 1 week ago of the actual test flight took before we just released the video a week ago, we received another flood of pre-orders. We're well over $1 billion worth of pre-orders at this point. This is why we had to open up another round of investment, round A, in addition to our existing investors like Impact VC, Draper Associates, Cheney Alliance, to get this as soon as possible. We're targeting 1 year from now, but we need this investment to work. I mean, we're well on track. As of today, we're well on track to get it for the first one in about a year, but we still need all those resources to get it done.
Understood. How many pre-orders so far?
So right now it's about 3,400 or 500 while I'm talking to you, though, so pre-orders keep increasing. When converted to the actual price, it's about more than $1 billion. That being said, as we go, the orders keep coming.
Sure.
And we have capacity to do all of these pre-orders.
Yeah.
The creators of the Apex believe that flying cars have the potential to revolutionize the way we travel, providing a faster, more efficient, and more sustainable mode of transportation. They also emphasize the importance of safety and regulatory compliance, and are working closely with governments and regulatory bodies to ensure that the Apex meets all necessary standards. Industry experts also shared their insights on the future of flying cars, discussing the potential benefits and challenges of this emerging technology.
Maybe less so than what automakers want, but it's still increasing in demand.
Those electric vehicles, along with plenty of gas-powered vehicles, old and new, are all on display at the Santa Clara Convention Center through Sunday.
Do you need a pilot's license or just a normal driver's license to fly this car?
So it depends. The video which we released a week ago, it's Model 0 Ultralight. For the Ultralight, you do not need a pilot license. That being said, it has a very limited range and very limited capabilities.
What kind of range are we talking about?
So again, this is a test vehicle. It's about 10-mile range, so it's not a good commute. The Model A has a more than 100 miles range, but Model A is not an ultralight anymore. So for that, you would probably need an pilot license. That being said, outside the United States, we are ultralight with the Model A, which means you need either ultralight pilot license or no license at all. For driving, obviously, you need a driver's license.
Yeah, and I know a lot of Americans are nervous right now. We have more than 80, air incidents so far in 2025, and the year is young. Tell me why we shouldn't be worried about technology like this over our neighborhoods, over our workplaces, over us as we walk.
So FAA is working on modernization of aviation. It is in the works, and they're actually doing a great job with this. Keep in mind that modernization of aviation also includes modernization of safety. Aleph has so many features which traditional aircraft doesn't have. Safety features, for example, full body ballistic parachute, because it's so light, right? About more than 4 times redundancy of existing aircraft, and many other features. So modernization of safety in aviation is also something important, and safety for us is not the number one, it's our number 0 target.
Understood. Jim Duchovny, it's fascinating. Thank you so much for your time.
In conclusion, the Silicon Valley Auto Show revealed a future where flying cars are no longer just a fantasy, but a reality that is being shaped by innovation and technological advancements. The promise of flying cars is vast, with the potential to revolutionize travel and transform the way we live and work. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments about flying cars and their potential to change the world, and if you want to see more innovative automotive technologies, check out my previous video on the latest advancements in electric vehicles.